The Voice of the Rain, written by Walt Whitman. Let's see the summary of the poem. The poet asks a softly falling shower about its identity in an attempt to understand its nature. Strangely enough, the rain answers him, calling itself a poem of earth. It identifies itself as a poem that represents and expresses the basic nature of the earth itself. Whitman thus presents himself to the reader as a mediator who is able to communicate with the forces of nature. The rain then describes its constant, silent, and intangible rise in the form of vapor from land and water, thus emphasizing its closeness to all elements of the earth. Once it rises to the sky, it transforms into clouds with varying shapes. It asserts that though its appearance changes, its essence remains unchanged. The rain then describes its return to the earth as drops of water. In its descent, the rain claims to relieve drought, to drench even the smallest particle and wash clean the layers of dust. The rain rejuvenates the parched earth and brings life to seeds lying dormant within the earth. In this manner, the rain affirms its eternal nature. It emphasizes how, in a never ending cycle, it returns to give life to its place of origin, cleansing it and making it beautiful. In the final two lines, the poet concludes that the rain is like a song which eventually returns to its creator after completing its journey. Listeners may either appreciate the song or disapprove of it, but this is no way changes its essence. The song returns bearing love and encouragement for the singer or the composer. The two voices in the poem are the voice of the rain and the voice of the poet. The lines which indicate the voice of the rain are I am the poem of earth, said the voice of the rain, and the lines which indicate the voice of the poet are and who art thou, said I to the soft falling shower. The poem The Voice of the Rain by Walt Whitman signifies the eternal role that the rain plays in nurturing, quenching, and purifying the various elements of earth. The rain returns the favor to its place of origin from where it rises, unseen from the depths of the water and from the land. This poem is about the poet's imaginary conversation with rain droplets. In the end, he says that his poetry is like the rain droplets, as both of them play a crucial role in the world of making it livelier. The central idea of the poem, The Voice of the Rain, is that both rain and poetry hold a significant position on the earth. The rain originates from the bottom of the seas in the form of water vapors. They rise to the sky, and from there they fall down on the earth and help the life to exist and flourish. Similarly, the poetry originates from the heart of the poet and goes to different people who appreciate and criticize it. But in the end, love comes for the poet from all the directions. The main theme reflected in this poem is the importance of cyclic nature of rain as well as the poetry of the poet. First, the water evaporates from seas and other water bodies to atmosphere. Then it forms clouds which then come back to earth in the form of rain. The whole cycle of the water is vital for earth. It is this cycle which makes the earth green and clean. It makes the life possible on earth. According to the poet like rain, his poetry is also vital for humans. It also has cyclic nature. First, it goes from the poet to different people. Then it changes them either by teaching them or making them smile or encouraging them or helping them to solve some problem or struggle against something. Finally, it comes back to the poet along with happiness, criticism, suggestions, etc. Let's see the literary elements of the poem. The poem is written in free verse, so there is no rhyme or rhythm in the poem. Figures of speech. The poet uses many figures of speech in the poem. For example, personification. In the poem, the rain has been personified as it has been given a voice in the poem. Look at this line I am the poem of the earth, said the voice of the rain. So here rain is personified. Next, metaphor. I am the poem of the earth. The poet uses a metaphor to compare how the rain leaves the ground to come back to the ground, giving back to it much like a person who leaves its home only to come back after fulfilling its journey. For song issuing from its birthplace after fulfillment, wandering wrecked on unwrecked duly with love returns. Hyperbole. Here, bottomless sea is an example of hyperbole. The poet describes sea as bottomless, which is an exaggerated statement to bring out the desired effect. The poem has various examples of antithesis. For example, rise, descent, land, sea, changed, same, day and night, wrecked or unwrecked. In this poem, the poet also uses paradox. For example, in this line, upward to heaven whence vaguely formed, altogether changed, and yet the same. This is an instance of paradox in the poem. And forever by day and night, I give back life to my own origin. This is also an example of paradox. Next, inversion. There are many instances of inversion in the poem. For example, said I, as here translated, duly with love returns.